Tonight on WJTV, shots ring out at a Jackson Mobile Home Park. Find out what led to the shooting. Plus, the Morton community mourns the loss of football player Lane Bailey. And truckloads of food are going to help those in need this Thanksgiving. We have highlights from Pack the Pickup.
And at the 10 o'clock hour, temperatures already down into the 30s. In fact, below freezing already in a couple of spots. Columbus at 30, Vicksburg at 31 degrees. So here's a look at what we are expecting at sunrise. Everybody will be below freezing. Temperatures ranging from 28 degrees to about 31 around the metro. That's why, of course, we've got a freeze warning in effect for the entire area for the second straight night. This will be in effect until 9 o'clock on your Monday morning. Now, temperatures will be warming up as we get into the holiday weekend, but we've also got some rain on the way. I'll let you know when to expect it coming up in 9 minutes.
WJTV 12, getting you answers, starts now.
Good evening. We're following breaking news tonight. Firefighters rushed to a house fire engulfed in flames. This is on Camilla Lane and Jackson at what's believed to be a vacant home. It happened around 7:30 tonight. There are no injuries and the cause of the fire is under investigation. Well, 2 people are wounded during a mobile home park shooting. WJTV's Candace Coleman tells us what led to the gunfire.
Just before noon, police were called to Gertrude Road about a shooting at this mobile home park. 2 people were hit by bullets. Police say it stemmed from an argument.
I literally just left home probably about 30, 40 minutes ago. And to come back to see this, it's like, wow, what done happened just that fast? Just go to show you how quick stuff can happen.
A neighbor who has lived down from the mobile home park for 5 years says the shooting doesn't come as a huge surprise.
In this little trailer park area right here, I mean, they have the police pretty much stay over there. I think they need to put a little precinct over there. They pretty much be over there all the time. Every time you look around, there's something going on.
In August of last year, a man was shot in the leg at the same mobile home park. And in 2014, 26-year-old James McAllister was shot and killed while standing outside of his mobile home.
A lot of people don't even really know about this street back here. So for you to come back here, you have to know someone back here. You know, I like to tell people it's like a little quiet, kept secret here in South Jackson.
Candace Coleman, WJTV 12.
All right, thank you, Candace. Well, police have not made an arrest at this time. Well, right now, authorities are searching for an escaped inmate. Justin Dion Lloyd ran away from a work detail today in Natchez. He was last seen before 1 o'clock this afternoon. Lloyd is 5'11" and 140 pounds. He is currently serving 25 years in prison for car theft and identity theft. According to the Rankin County coroner, the 18-year-old was driving eastbound on I-20 in Pelahatchie when he crashed early this morning. We're talking about 18-year-old Lane Bailey. The Morton community is now mourning the loss of the football player. We're told Bailey was ejected from the vehicle and died on the scene while he was on the way to meet friends to go hunting. The coroner says it doesn't appear Bailey did anything wrong to cause the wreck, but it's under investigation. Morton High School posted this on its Facebook page about Lane. It says, our hearts are breaking this morning as we received the news. Lane Bailey was a dynamic student, athlete, and friend. He may be gone, but he will never be forgotten. A car hit a pedestrian tonight on Fortification Street. It happened at the intersection with Lamar Street. Police say a man in his 50s walked out into the intersection where he was hit. The man went to the hospital with a broken leg. There are no charges filed at this time. New tonight, Jackson police are looking for an armed robber. According to JPD, a man walked into this subway on Old Canton Road armed with a gun. He took money. No shots were fired and no one was injured. If you have any information on this robbery, contact Jackson police. A very old Jackson landmark is getting a facelift, but not everyone is on board. The Downtown Jackson Partners is renovating Smith Park. Earlier this month, trees were cut down in phase 1 of the project. Many of the structures in the park hold historic significance. Some believe the $2.5 million project will not uphold these structures.
We can save this. We can make Smith Park beautiful again, and we can do it cheaply. We can do it economically. Let's save what we have. Don't remake the wheel.
Well, Jim Woodrick with the Department of Archives and History says they will be attending a meeting next month between the Jackson leaders and the Downtown Jackson Partners. We also reached out to the Downtown Jackson Partners. We have not yet heard back. Well, we want to say thank you to everyone who came out today for our Pack the Pickup event.
Getting the Byron Brown in action shot here.
Well, our WJTV crew spread out to Kroger's across the metro collecting canned goods and non-perishable food for the Mississippi Food Network. We packed trucks full of food in front of the Kroger in Jackson on I-55, the Flowood and Dogwood location, and Clinton and Madison as well. All the food will go towards helping families this holiday season and throughout the year. Well, the Mississippi Racing Organization put together a breakfast and lunch for the less fortunate today at Poindexter Park. The group also collected sweaters and clothes to hand out, and F&N Trucking donated all of the food for the breakfast. Kenneth Kennedy with the Mississippi Racing Organization says he wants to make sure everyone has something during the holiday season.
Our main objective is to try to touch someone's life out here in this world that, we can put them back on the right track and they'll be able to know that there's someone out here that really care about them and that's got their back.
Well, this is their 4th annual Thanksgiving lunch and breakfast. They will have another dinner for the homeless sometime in December for Christmas. Well, while some groups provided Thanksgiving meals, others are working to brighten up Christmas. Tomorrow is the last day for donations to Operation Christmas Child over at the First Baptist Church of Jackson. They were loading up shoe boxes to go out to the processing center. The goal for Central Mississippi is 42,000 boxes.
Box is as individual as the child who will receive it. Popular things to put in the box are we have some school supplies, some simple toiletries, toys, just a little box to give them some joy.
Well, Operation Christmas Child is expecting over 12 million shoe boxes this year. They will go to children in over 100 countries. Now let's turn things over to Chief Meteorologist Ken South. It's starting to feel a little bit more like Christmas outside.
Yeah, it definitely is. We had freezing temperatures this morning, a good layer of frost on the ground. We're going to see the same thing for tomorrow morning as kids head back to school on Monday morning. We'll be at 31 degrees at 7 o'clock in the morning. A lot of sunshine tomorrow, and temperatures will start to warm up in the afternoon. Those numbers will be in the 70s as we head into Thanksgiving. But we've also got some more rain on the way. We'll tell you about that with our 8-day forecast coming up next. You're watching WJTV 12. Right now, just a few minutes before 11 o'clock on your Sunday night, it's already cold out there. It's 37 degrees. We're easily going to drop below the freezing mark in just a few hours. In fact, I think we're going to spend more time below freezing tonight than we did last night. In fact, we only had a couple of hours below freezing just before sunrise this morning. Of course, it was good enough for a frost. We actually got down to 29 degrees, the coldest weather we have seen since way back on February the 27th. But this morning's frost ended our growing season for this year. And again, we've got a hard freeze coming for tonight. So all of those plants that hopefully you brought in last night, you're going to need to keep them inside for tonight, because look at this. It's 37 in Jackson, but it's already freezing in Carthage. It's below freezing in Vicksburg. So we're easily going to spend a good 8-10 hours below the freezing mark in several locations. So here's a look at what's happening. We've got high pressure right there over the state of Mississippi. That gives us clear skies and calm winds at nighttime, which helps temperatures to steadily drop off. So that's exactly what's going to happen as we go through the next several hours towards sunrise on your Monday. So no clouds. Of course, that means no rain, but we're getting into the time of the year where we are going to start seeing regular storms come through here. We had one that came through Friday. We've got another one on the way for Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Of course, that's a big travel day. If you can travel maybe a day before on Tuesday, especially if you're going to be driving in Mississippi, that's going to be your best bet to avoid some wet roadways, because Wednesday, I do believe, is going to be a wet one. Now, tomorrow is going to be nice and sunny, and it will be nice in the afternoon once we warm up past the freezing mark after 7 o'clock in the morning. We're going to be up to about 62 by lunchtime. I think we'll be in the mid to upper 60s mid-afternoon for highs, and then we'll start to fall back as the sun goes down. So here's a look at those morning lows expected for tomorrow. Upper 20s to low 30s, just about everybody below freezing. And because of that, everybody is under a freeze warning from now until 9 o'clock on your Monday morning. But during the day tomorrow, winds shift to the southeast. And look at this, we're going to see a pretty nice recovery in the upper 60s. So this weather maker eventually moving on to the east, and the next weather maker is going to start to bring in some clouds late Tuesday, and that'll bring us that rain coming in on Wednesday. Meanwhile, in the tropics, we promised that we would keep you posted on this storm. It hasn't moved in more than a week, but now it's got a 90% chance of developing into a tropical storm. If it gets a name, the name will be Otto. We will let you know. Forecast for tonight, of course, freezing weather, 31 in the morning. We'll be up to about 66 in the afternoon with a lot of sunshine. Let's take a look at the next several days, and there's your rain coming in on Wednesday, but after the rain, Turkey Day looks pretty good, and more importantly, Shopping Day, the day after Black Friday, is going to be good. It'll be chilly, but not freezing on Friday morning.
Good. Now, should we run the water just a little bit tonight?
No, it won't be that cold. I mean, we're going to see several hours below freezing, but we're talking about upper 20s, so I don't think you'll need to turn the water faucets on for that.
All right. Thank you, Ken. Well, Kenny Chesney is coming to town, and we have a chance for you to win free tickets. Tune in to WJTV tomorrow at 6 a.m. for your chance to win. The Kenny Chesney concert will be May 20th. Be sure to watch WJTV this morning for your chance to win. We'll have more news right after the break. Welcome back. A massive manhunt is underway after a police detective was murdered outside of police headquarters in San Antonio, Texas. Police released a picture of a person of interest in the shooting death of Detective Benjamin Carsconi. Now, the 20-year veteran was on a traffic stop when the suspect got out of another car and we're told opened fire. Now, we're told that Officer Marconi, was shot in the head. The 50-year-old officer was rushed to the hospital where he later died.
When the suspect reached the driver's side door, he fired a gunshot toward Detective Marconi, striking him in the head. The suspect then reached in through the open window and fired a second shot. Most families will be celebrating the holidays. SAPD will be burying one of its own because of an ultimate act of cowardice.
Now, police say the suspect got away in a black car with tinted windows. For now, the chief has ordered all San Antonio police officers to call for backup whenever they make traffic stops. After attending Sunday service today, President-elect Donald Trump held another round of interviews with potential members of his administration. Former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani had his final interview. Giuliani is considered a top contender for Secretary of State. Trump also met with New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, who was demoted from chair of Trump's transition team. His role in the new administration remains unclear.
Is there a place for Governor Christie in your administration?
He's a very talented man. Great guy.
Well, Mr. Trump is expected to continue speaking with potential cabinet members on Monday and Tuesday at Trump Tower in New York. His administration takes over in just 2 months. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and don't go away though, because TJ and Tyler will have much more on the Sports Zone. Thanks for watching WJTV.